sleepless nights, after all the doubt and fear, after all the false starts and the disappearing tears, I stand before what I've created, and I can hardly breathe. It's not perfect, not by far, but it's mine, and I believe. Every stroke was a decision, every word was a choice, every note was a surrender to my inner voice. This is not about perfection, this is about completion. This is about standing back and honoring the mission. This is my masterpiece, not because it's flawless, but because it's honest. This is my masterpiece, not because it's famous, but because it's nameless. It came from the depths of me, and now won't be tamed. It keeps me up at night. It calls me by my name. It doesn't care if I'm tired. It doesn't care if I'm afraid. It demands to be expressed. It demands to be made. I've tried to extinguish it. I've tried to let it die, but it always comes back stronger, like the truth that can't be lied. This creative fire is not a choice. It's a compulsion, it's a voice. It's the engine of my soul. It's the thing that makes me whole. Creative fire, burn in me. Set my spirit free. Creative fire, light the way. I have something to say. I cannot contain this flame. I cannot play the game. Creative fire, let me be the vessel of my destiny. I've tried to live a normal life with a 9 to 5 and a steady wife, but the fire kept calling like a siren in the night. I've tried to ignore the pull. I've tried to play it cool, but the fire knows my name, and it knows I am its tool. So I've stopped fighting the current. I've stopped swimming upstream. I surrendered to the fire, and I'm living out the dream. This creative fire is not a burden. It's a gift that I've been given. It's the reason I wake up. It's the reason I'm driven. Creative fire, burn in me. Set my spirit free. Creative fire, light the way. I have something to say. I cannot contain this flame. I cannot play the game. Creative fire, let me be the vessel of my destiny. Every artist I admire had this same fire inside. Every masterpiece was born from a flame that wouldn't hide. Beethoven was deaf, but he could hear the fire sing. Van Gogh was broken, but his fire was the real thing. They didn't create for money. They didn't create for fame. They created because the fire left them with no other aim. Creative fire, I surrender. I am yours. I Will my words still speak my name? Will the colors that I painted still shimmer in the frame? I won't be here to see it, I won't know if they care, but something in me needs to leave a mark that says I was there. Not for fame or fortune, not for glory or for praise, but because the human spirit needs to leave a trace of its days. This is the legacy of art, the fingerprint of the heart, the proof that we existed before we all departed. Legacy of art, legacy of love. I'm leaving something from above. A piece of me, a part of you, a glimpse of what we're going through. When the world forgets my name, my art will still speak just the same. Legacy of art, I leave you now. I made my mark, I kept my vow. I think about the artists who lived long before my time. Their bodies turned to dust, but their spirits still rhyme. Beethoven's symphony still moves us to tears. Van Gogh's starry night still calms our fears. They never knew the impact, they never saw the reach. They just followed their vision and practiced what they preached. This is the legacy of art, the timeless language of the heart. It speaks across the centuries and heals the deepest injuries. Legacy of art, legacy of love. I'm leaving something from above. A piece of me, a part of you, a glimpse of what we're going through. When the world forgets my name, my art will still speak just the same. Legacy of art, I leave you now. I made my mark, I kept my vow. I may not live to see the day when my work finds its way into the heart of a stranger, across the world, across the danger. But I trust that what I make has a life of its own. It will travel where it needs to go. It will find its home. This is the faith of the artist, to create without knowing, to plant seeds in the wind and trust where they're going. Legacy of art, I release you now. You're not mine to hold somehow. You belong to the world, to the wind, to the sea. You belong to everyone who needs to be free. Legacy of art, I did my part. I opened my mind and I opened my heart. Now go, my creation, and find your way. I have nothing left to say. Legacy of art, I leave you now. Legacy of art, I kept my vow. They gave me a coloring book when I was just a child. They told me to stay inside the lines and keep my colors mild. But I always love the edges, where the black line meets the white. I always love the moment when I could break out of the light. I colored the sky in purple, I colored the grass in blue, I colored my hair in rainbow, and my heart in every hue. They said I was doing it wrong, they said I didn't understand, but I was just discovering the freedom of my own hand. I color outside the lines, I break all the rules I find, I paint with my own design. I color outside the lines. The lines are just suggestions, the rules are just suggestions. I'm following my own questions. I color outside the lines. As I grew older, the lines got smaller, the rules got tighter, the stakes got taller. They told me to fit in the box, to wear the same socks, to follow the clocks. But I felt like a square peg in a round hole, like a wild horse without a foal, like a song that wanted to be jazz in a world that only wanted class. So I started breaking out, I started making noise, I started listening to the voice that said, be yourself, rejoice. They said I was being difficult, they said I was being strange, but I was just discovering the beauty of my range. I color outside the lines, I break all the rules I find, I paint with my own design. I color outside the lines. The lines are just suggestions, the rules are just suggestions. I'm following my own questions. I color outside the lines. The greatest artists in history were the ones who broke the mold. They didn't follow the recipe, they created something bold. Van Gogh cut off his ear, not because he was insane, but because he saw the world in a different kind of frame. Picasso painted faces with eyes on the same side, because he understood that perspective is a guide. I color outside the lines, I write between the lines, I sing between the notes, I float in different boats. The lines are not my prison, they're just a point of vision. I'm making my own decision. I color outside the lines. Outside the lines, that's where I live. Outside the lines, that's where I give. To be an artist is to live with your heart outside your chest, to feel the world more deeply than the ones who are at rest. You see beauty in the broken, you find poetry in the pain, you hear music in the silence, you see sunshine in the rain. It's not a choice you make, it's a way of being alive. It's the filter through which you see the reason you survive. The artist's soul is not a luxury, It's a necessity. It's the way we process the world and find our sanity. The artist soul feels everything: the joy, the pain, the suffering, the beauty that the world brings. The artist soul is wide awake, it bends but never breaks. It gives more than it takes. The artist's soul. I've been called too sensitive. I've been told to grow a thicker skin, but my sensitivity is not a weakness. It's where my power begins. I feel the weight of the world on my shoulders every day, but I also feel the lightness of a child at play. I cry at commercials, I laugh at the smallest things. I find meaning in the mundane and magic in the wings. The artist's soul is not a burden, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's the reason I'm still here. It's the reason I'm still living. The artist's soul feels everything: the joy, the pain, the suffering, the beauty that the world brings. The artist's soul is wide awake, it bends but never breaks. It gives more than it takes. The artist's soul. We are the ones who document the human experience. We are the ones who hold the mirror and make sense of the nonsense. We are the ones who sing the songs when words are not enough. We are the ones who paint the pictures when life gets too rough. Without us, the world would be a series of facts and dates. Without us, the world would lose the beauty that creates. The artist's soul is a blessing, it's a curse, it's a test. It's the thing that makes me different. It's the thing that makes me blessed. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't change a thing. The artist's soul is my home, and I am the key. Artist's soul, I feel. Artist's soul, I'm real. I don't wear a medal on my chest. I don't have a scar that shows, but I've been through battles that nobody else knows. I've been counted among the fallen. I've been written off as dead, but I found a way to keep breathing when everything inside me bled. Survival isn't pretty, it's not a victory parade. It's waking up each morning and choosing not to to me. I am what I did with the pieces. I am not the wreckage of the storm. I am the port that the soul releases. I am the survivor, not because I didn't break, but because I took the pieces and taught myself to make something beautiful from the rubble, something true from the lies. I am the survivor, and I've earned my sunrise. I've lost friends who couldn't understand why I couldn't just get over it. I've lost lovers who grew tired of the weight I carried bit by bit. But I've gained a kind of wisdom that only comes from the deep. I've gained a kind of stillness that only silence can keep. I don't need to prove my story, I don't need to justify the years I spent in the trenches, learning not to die. I am not what happened to me. I am what I did with the pieces. I am not the wreckage of the storm. I am the port that the soul releases. I am the survivor, not because I didn't break, but because I took the pieces and taught myself to make something beautiful from the rubble, something true from the lies. I am the survivor, and I've earned my sunrise. There were nights I didn't think I'd see another day. There were mornings I woke up and wished I'd stayed away. But something kept me going, a stubborn thread of hope, a voice that whispered stay. When I was learning how to cope, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just my will. Maybe it was something greater that helped me climb the hill. I am the survivor, not perfect, not unscathed, but I am still breathing, and I am not afraid. I've walked through the valley, and I've climbed the other side. I am the survivor, and I'm learning to thrive. Survivor, I made it. Survivor, I'm alive. I'm standing in front of a blank canvas, and my hands are shaking. The white is staring back at me like a mirror of my making. Every possibility, every mistake I could make, every masterpiece I could create is waiting for me to wake. The emptiness is terrifying, the silence is so loud. I can hear my inner critic standing tall and proud. But I've learned that creation begins with a single breath. I've learned that the fear of starting is just the fear of death. Blank canvas, blank page, I'm standing at the edge of an age. One stroke, one word, one note, one dream that I wrote. Blank canvas, to be destroyed and rebuilt. I remember the first time I drew a crooked line across the page. I remember the first time I sang a note that shook the stage. I was not afraid of judgment. I was not afraid to fail. I was just a child playing with colors and a tale. Somewhere along the way, I learned to be afraid. Somewhere along the journey, the critic was made. But I'm finding my way back to the child who didn't care. I'm finding my way back to the artist who died. Blank canvas, blank page. I'm standing at the edge of an age. One stroke, one word, one note, one dream that I wrote. Blank canvas, don't be afraid. This is where the magic is made. The emptiness is not a void. It's a space to be destroyed and rebuilt. Every masterpiece was once a terrifying blank. Every symphony was once a silence that sank. Every poem was once a page with no words. Every flight was once a bird that hadn't heard the call of its own wings, the pull of its own sky, the knowledge that to fly, you first have to try. Blank canvas, I'm ready now. I'm taking my sacred vow to create without permission, to paint without condition. Blank canvas, here I come. I'm beating my own drum. The first stroke is the hardest part, but I'm following my heart. Blank canvas, I begin. She comes to me in the quiet hours when the world is fast asleep. She whispers secrets in my ear, promises I'll keep. She doesn't knock before entering. She doesn't ask for permission. She arrives like the morning dew on a quiet mission. Someday she stays for hours, someday she passes through. I've learned not to chase her, I've learned to let her choose. The muse is not a servant, she cannot be commanded. She is a wild river that must be freely landed. The muse, she gives and her to my desk. But she is not a prisoner, she is a bird that needs to nest. She comes when I'm in the shower, she comes when I'm driving home, she comes when I'm not looking, when I'm finally alone. I've learned to carry a notebook everywhere I go, because you never know when the muse will decide to show. The muse is not a servant, she cannot be commanded. She is a wild river that must be freely landed. The muse, she gives and she takes. The muse, she bends and she breaks. She is the fire and the flood, she is the silence and the blood. The muse, I surrender to her mood. I used to think I had to earn her, that I had to prove my worth, that if I worked hard enough she would bless me with her birth. But she doesn't care about my effort, she doesn't care about my pain. She comes when she is ready, like the sun after the rain. So I've stopped trying to control her, I've stopped trying to predict. I've learned to be a vessel, open and unrestricted. The muse, she is not mine to keep. The muse, she visits and then leaves, but I am grateful for the moments when she chooses to descend. The muse, my beginning and my end. The muse, she comes. The muse, she goes. The muse, she goes. I've been staring at this page for 3 hours and a half, the cursor blinking mockingly like a cruel and steady laugh. I've written and deleted the same line 17 times. I've tried every approach, I've tried every rhyme. The words are hiding from me, like children playing hide and seek. I'm searching in the shadows, but my voice has grown weak. This is the curse of the creator, the silence that comes after the moment when the river dries and you're left with just the laughter. Writer's block, writer's block, I'm trapped inside a silent clock. Writer's block, writer's block, my inspiration's taken stock. I'm pacing, waiting, hesitating, creating nothing but frustration. Writer's block, set me free. Let the words come silence is not empty. Maybe it's a womb. Maybe the words are being formed in the darkness of the room. Maybe the drought is necessary for the roots to grow deep. Maybe the stillness is a gift that the soul needs to keep. I've learned that every block is followed by a flood. I've learned that every silence is followed by the blood of creation, of rebirth, of something new and true. I've learned that writer's block is just a pause before I break through. Writer's block, I'm not afraid. I know you're just a fake. Writer's block, I'll wait you out. I know what it's about. You're the silence before the storm, the calm before I'm reborn. Writer's block, do your worst. I know the words will burst. Writer's block, I'm still here. Writer's block, the words are near. I'm standing at the edge of everything and nothing at the same time. The cliff is high, the water's deep, but I've run out of reasons to climb. I've been playing it safe for years. I've been following the rules, but the safe and steady path has left me feeling like a fool. My heart is pounding in my chest, my hands are shaking too, but somewhere deep inside of me I know what I must do. A leap of faith is not a jump into the unknown. It's a trust